Bye. Okay, wait, I'm not gonna quit. Hey guys, how you doing? It's been a minute. I am outdoors. You can tell the sun is blazing hot. I'm a photographer, and since we came home, I haven't really had enough chances and opportunities to take pictures, and I had obviously missed that experience. There's a tractor behind me because I want to try a vintage photo shoot. I asked my brothers to join in. I want them to make different poses on the tractor with different ideas. You can see right here, I have no idea where my brother got this. Yeah, so we want to try this. And then there's a painting. We've had this painting since I was a child. Again, in case you hear any natural noise, I am outdoor and I have already made enough disclaimers. So there's this one. Yeah. And then I want them to kind of create a feel of the 80s and 90s. There's this wig, an afro wig, that we're also gonna try and use. I'm just out here trying to have fun, but at the moment, like, creatively learn new ideas and contexts. Photographers out there, you know how exciting this can be. So, oh, they're already seated on the tractor. So I'm just gonna show you what we're gonna do. I'll explain a bit. So we are trying to use natural light today, so I'm gonna try make sure that we don't lose that. I'm gonna adjust my camera with the lighting outside, but this is way better than if we wait until 6, because if it gets to 6:30 it could get dark and I could need lighting that I don't have. Without much further ado, let's have some fun. I am ready with my 50mm prime lens, 2.8 aperture to like 1.18. It's actually a pretty good lens, decent and cost effective for, well, beginner photographers. Okay, so I'm setting my aperture to 1.8 so that I get enough light, and then it will also create a very nice bokeh. Bokeh is that background, that blurriness, so it's gonna focus on the subject while creating that blurriness. So guys, I've realized the sun is up again, so I'm gonna reduce my aperture back to 2.8 so that the pictures don't look overexposed. When there's too much light, we call that overexposure. When it's little light, we call that underexposure. So then I'm just gonna need you to stand there again. I retake that shot without too much light. My shutter speed is at 1 to 200. So So guys, I don't know how many of you guys have the meko. I think it's called meko, the 3 stones that we used to cook food with. So I wanted to also create that feel of how African mothers used to cook. And we just have a pot. Let me show you just one sec. So this is the pot we have, and mwiko. We're just using basic things to improvise. This is like a very old mwiko. We don't use this anymore, but we figured we just use this in the shoot to make it creative. So she is gonna sit at the meko, and then she's gonna pretend she's cooking, and then we will get to see the feel. We will get a feel of how it was. You know, before the jikos were there, we'd use mekos. Yeah, very nice. Alright guys, that pretty much sums up the shoot. I had to come do the outro indoors because it had gotten really dark. I'm so impressed with how the pictures turned out, you guys. I'm sure you've already seen how they look. I am so happy, guys. I'm so glad that I went out and did this vintage shoot. To be honest, it's something I've never tried, but what I like is that as much as I was doing it for fun, it was like a creative way of learning new concepts, as well as just daring yourself to do things, different things. And I think that's how you grow as a photographer. But anyway, I still consider myself an intermediate photographer, meaning I'm not quite there yet, but I like the little milestones that I have achieved so far. So I'm looking forward to doing more of this. I'll definitely practice some more and challenge myself to other new exciting concepts. I'll probably share some of them, the behind the scenes, like you've seen in this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for subscribing. Also, to catch up with more of my previous works, I'm on Facebook and Instagram at rephotography_ke. I'm gonna just sat that down there, so you can catch up with me there. You can DM me. We can organize probably after COVID. We organize for some great shoots. I'm very open and I really enjoy creating memories. I'm gonna see you on the next video. Bye.